It's a cool day in autumn, and I'm taking a drive on a backcountry road. The canopy above the car and me is full of life and vibrant colors. The leaves are spinning down out of the trees, and some of them are falling on the windshield. Reds, yellows, oranges. The colors are so vibrant and beautiful, and I feel such a sense of calm as I'm taking this easy drive. I decide to roll down my window so that I can feel the crispness of the air. My nose feels cool as I breathe in, and it's such a relaxing and nostalgic feeling. That feeling of the changing seasons, when you feel like you can get out of the routine that you were in and maybe try something new. Ahead of me, on the right side of the road, I see this big, colorful sign. The background is green, and there's a big picture of an apple. It's an orchard, I realize, and I think, you know what? I have nothing else to think about or do right now. Why not take a turn and see what's in store for me? So I put my blinker on, and I can hear it clicking. I slow the car down, and I turn onto this gravel road. The car is bouncing up and down on the rocks, and I feel like I'm on my own little mini adventure all of a sudden. This excitement comes over me because I don't know what to expect, but it's really nice. It's fun. I realize that I've been smiling this whole time after I decided to turn down this road, so I know that it's going to be a really relaxing, fun time. I see somebody waving orange flags in front of me, directing the car to the perfect spot. So I turn with the car, and I put it right into the spot where they're directing me. The person nods and waves, and I smile and wave back. Right as I open the car door, I get this sense of warmth. It's this smell of pumpkin spice and something baking, almost like a cake. Oh, it's wonderful. My mouth starts to water. I can't help myself. And so I have this face of delight right now, wondering what it is. I close the car door, and as I put my feet on the ground and start to walk on the rocks, I feel really sturdy. I have on these black boots that are super stylish that I'm proud of. And as I walk, my legs and my feet feel so strong. I get up to this long table where this woman is sitting. She has on the brightest smile. She's one of those people that smiles brightly with their eyes, and it brings me this sense of joy and comfort. I see right beside her on the table, on top of this green cloth, there's this wooden basket. It's shallow and rectangular shaped, and in rows are apple cider donuts with little cups of warm apple cider right next to them. Oh, and I think to myself, that's what I must have smelled when I opened my car door. I'm definitely going to have to get one as I'm leaving. I tell the person that I would like a basket, please, so that I can pick some apples. And so she tells me that you pay by the pound, and all I need to do is take one of the baskets that are laying on the ground and go at my leisure. I pick up one of the wooden baskets. It's shaped like a barrel, and the handle is this silver metal. The top of it has another wooden piece where you're supposed to hold the handle with your hand. So I walk off with my basket, and before me is this dirt path with these brilliant apple trees lining it in these perfect rows. I just picture the person who planted all of these trees perfectly and wonder how they got them to line up this way. I feel again as if I'm on this adventure. Like I'm in these friendly woods where they want you to have all the nourishment and vitamins that the apples are going to give you. As I start walking through, I look up and see all of the pretty glistening red apples in the trees. I take my hand and I pick out one that's right in front of my face. I twist the apple gently and it comes off so easily. I take a look at it in front of my face and think, my first apple of the day. You're the most special one. So I put it down in my basket and I can feel the weight of the basket now in my hand. I'm not sure how many more apples I'm going to get. But as I'm slowly strolling, I start to think about all the wonderful foods that I can make with the apples that I'm picking. Apple pie, maybe some apple chicken, homemade applesauce warm with cinnamon. Oh, I better fill up this barrel because I have so many ideas and so many things that I want to eat. As I'm walking, I can feel the smooth dirt path under my feet. It's pretty flat. Every once in a while, I'll step on a twig and hear it crack, or maybe feel a root from one of the apple trees under my boots. But in general, it's flat and soft, and I just feel so leisurely. I feel so lucky to be here in this wonderful garden of apples. My basket is starting to get heavier and heavier, and I feel as if I'm getting a mini workout for my arm. So I decide to switch the basket to my other arm as I pick my last apple. I look down at my barrel and I'm proud of all the apples that I picked and so excited about everything that I can make with them. In fact, I feel like I could just bite into one as soon as I get in the car. As I walk back, I see the same person sitting at the table, and I remember about the apple cider donuts. I put the basket up onto the table with a big clunk. And I take 2 of the apple cider donuts, perfectly wrapped. I feel the crinkle of the wrapping as I put them down on top of the basket. And the person says to me, "Are you getting one of those for somebody special, a friend?" And I say, to be honest, I'm going to eat both of them. The special friend is me. And we both share a laugh. She said, "You know what? I would do the same thing." They're so good. And that makes me even more excited to try them. after I pay for the apples and she puts them in this brown bag for me, I thank her and I start walking back to the car. As I get to the car, I open the back door and I put the brown bag down onto the floor. I can't resist it. I open up the brown bag and I take out this wonderful donut. I unwrap the wrapping and I can feel the warmth of it in my hand. I take a delicate bite and it's one of the most flavorful bites of anything that I've ever had. I can taste the warm spices, the little bit of crunchy texture of the outside, and the softness and butteriness of the inside. It feels like heaven, the texture, the warmth, the taste. And I just have a mindful moment and I savor all of this as I'm leaning on the side of my car. It's been such a perfect, happy day on this crisp fall morning. I can't wait to eat the rest of my donut, put the extra one I have on the counter in my house, and decide what else I'm going to make with these wonderful apples that I got to pick. All the vitamins that they're going to give me, the juiciness, the joy, the sweetness, and all of the smiles that this day and the apples are going to bring me.